Hello. Today I'm going to be discussing some BattleTech, showing off some of my figures, and talking about something new. Something different from what we've seen in the community for a while here. And that is BattleTech Gothic. BattleTech Gothic is a new idea, and it's a new idea that a lot of people are definitely not so sure about. But I happen to think that it is a excellent diversion from classic BattleTech and Alpha Strike. I like the game a lot, and I like the design a lot. This is a custom Gothic cicada. I made a lance of custom mechs, and I was playing with them earlier this evening. I've got it set up with some tusks on the front there, spikes off the back, and then it's got a brace of 3 light auto cannons off the sides, and 2 medium blazers, one on each side there. Those are new weapons for Gothic. They're called binary lasers. Very interesting. And in the source material, it shows that they're all like this kind of hot pink, almost magenta color. So I had to paint those up to look like that. But yeah, there's my Gothic cicada. And I actually chose Liao as my forces in BattleTech Gothic because they have this whole thing where they basically have the most monsters out of everybody, and I love the idea of monsters and battle mechs just overwhelming opponents on the battlefield. Bunch of thrusters there. Lovely spikes. Just very Mad Max almost. And then I got this cool head crest here. A lot of these spikes and details and stuff are from Drukhari models from Warhammer. A couple more blazers in the torso there. Here's my blackjack. This is a custom one I've had for a while, but I just finally did it up for this because I was like, you know what? That looks fun. I love these designs. The art style, too, is very unique. A lot of people are saying that it's like, oh, it's a ripoff of Warhammer. It's not. If you actually look at the lore, and of which there is a small book, like I think it was like 70-something pages, like, people are far too judgmental of this, as is often the case with new things. Honestly, just play it, because, like, it's really cool, and it uses all the same classic and Alpha Strike rules that you've been using, people. So it's set up with 2 auto cannons here, one on either side. I got the cool spike armor over the top. Bunch of medium lasers just all over the place. And again here with the armor plating, these are just Drukhari like armor pieces. Those were actually holsters, but I cut the guns out of them, shaved them down, to look even, and then just attached them to the legs, and they added just the right amount of bulk and size. So, and this is my cataphract. Got the old Dark Age fist there on the side there, and the gun piece there. Actually, that is not Warhammer. That is a Reaper Miniatures gun arm from one of their battle suits. I forget which one it is. Those are Drukhari spikes again, classic Drukhari spikes, and that is a Drukhari banner pole that I affixed to the back there with a little bit of epoxy and some super glue. Got the cool jets in the legs there. Lime green details. These are Dark Age, like armored bar pieces. Probably not going to do that again. That was a biscuit and a half to get those on there. But they definitely look cool. And I did yellow for the cockpit on a lot of these, and I think it turned out really well. The bases for these is actually just standard BattleTech bases. And then what I did was I put it like a thin layer of super glue over it, and then dunked it in some sand, a little bit of gravel, just kind of swished it around, lifted it up, tapped it off, and then good to go. So yeah, it took me a little bit to figure out exactly what I wanted to do with these guys, and I decided that the color scheme that I wanted to go for was going to be too bright. So I toned it down a little bit. I went for a Citadel black base coat. I actually used spray coat this time because I wanted to get all the sand in the base. And then I touched it up by hand. And then I went in and it ended up being like an olive drab. And then I did these lime green details. And then I did the metal and the lasers and then the cockpit, and then basically just touch-up work. So, yeah. And the reason why that barrel is dark is because that is an autocannon, preferably an autocannon 20, but I don't know if you could fit that on a cataphract or not. And that's also preferably a large laser, either a pulse laser or just a large standard laser. I don't like the ER lasers, especially not in Classic, because the extra heat is just not worth it for me. The pulse lasers, though, extra accuracy and extra heat, I'll take it. This here, I did a little bit of dusting on the back of the banner pole, and I haven't decided yet. I kind of want to put their logo on there, but I haven't found a way to get it just yet, so I'll probably do an update if I end up putting that on there. But yeah, they are just super cool. I normally hate Liao, but these guys are awesome. This here is actually a Monster Apocalypse Carnotaur, I believe, but I repainted it and did it up for BattleTech Gothic. So it's got like a reddish orange skin, and then I did metal armor plates. And then I gave it blue eyes with white pupils so that it could contrast. Some yellow teeth. And this is actually railroad gravel, again with the super glue. And then I actually just did a super heavy dry brush over the top of it, just coating as much of it as I could, and called it good. And I almost think this looks slightly better than the mech bases, to be honest, for what I'm going for. But it's not bad. Alright. So, yeah. BattleTech Gothic, I think it's awesome. And I'm going to show a few more examples here. This is another one that I've got up here. here. This is a Reaper Miniatures Razor Maw is what this called, or Razor Mouth is what this thing's called. And I got it base coated, and again with the railroad gravel. And it's not finished yet, but I will update once it is. And it's just going to be another awesome monster to fight out in the wasteland. And got another Monpok one here. I got a bunch of these because they're about size perfect. This is a Billower, again from the classic Monsterpocalypse board game, and then gravel base coat in black. It's kind of hard to see. There you go. Just a little guy, a little acid spitter, just running around. Pew. Then we got a few more here. This is a Monsterpocalypse Chomper. And you can see there I do scoring on the bases so that the gravel sticks easier. And I haven't even base coated him yet. It's very early in the process. Monsterpocalypse Scorcher. Again, same deal. But I'm going to do up a bunch of these. I have like multiples of each. Destructomite. And these Monsterpocalypse figures are like perfect scale next to a battle mech. And then you put it here next to the spider and see that it's literally like, it is perfect for just some big mutant creature, because this is a 20-ton battle mech, so big mutant bug. And then I think that's, oh, I got one more. Oh, two more. This is called a terror fish. I'm going to base some of these too. But again, this is a Reaper Bones model, just straight out the box. Perfect. And again, I'll bring in my cataphract here so you can see. It's just this big stinking fish. Probably does stink too. I'd imagine its eating habits aren't the most sanitary. I'm probably going to do up some of these spiders too for a special somebody of mine. Which, if you're watching this, you know who you are. But yeah, I have two of these little spider dudes, and I am going to base them up and use them as guardians for my squad. Because if you don't know, spiders are actually benevolent creatures by nature. Yeah, this thing, which is normally a fungus pod, and it looks really weird, but I'm thinking I'll put this, it's got a clear stand, I'll put it just like floating, and I'll paint it up maybe like red or something, and it can be kind of like a Cacodemon from Doom. And then for the big boys, I got some old Monsterpocalypse figures here. I got this big dude. And this other big dude. Kind of hard to see. And again, they're not even really painted yet, because I haven't even redone them, but yeah, that is what I got going right now. So, BattleTech Gothic. In short, I'm game, and I think it's awesome. I think more people should try it before they judge it. And thanks for watching, and hope you have a nice day. Bye-bye.